Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. I was getting ready to say Monday, then I thought, wait, is it Wednesday? But it's actually Tuesday. So happy Tuesday, y'all. Oh, let me get my mic. Sorry about that. I am your girl, Taria. Thank you for coming to watch another WeGo podcast, aka What Else Is Going On YouTube video. You can find the audio version of podcasts, which are supposed to release every Tuesday. And Friday, we did not do an episode. Today, hopefully, ain't no hopefully, we'll be back on track. I'm really trying to figure out not even a balance, but before it was like podcast. I was just hitting. Then I had taken some time off of that, came back. Then I started the YouTube. So trying to make sure I do my YouTube videos and my podcast, and then trying to get guests too sometimes can be like, so you may be getting solo podcast episodes, but with the podcast episodes, I want them to be separate, you know what I mean, from the YouTube video. So I don't know if I should not have the videos for my solo episodes and just upload them to the podcast feed. But either way, if y'all could subscribe to the podcast feed as well, it would really help. I've noticed that my downloads, the numbers are a little bit down, I think, because people are watching the YouTube, which is great. But, you know, child, I'm just going to keep trucking along. That's all that is. I'm just thinking out loud to y'all. But thank y'all so much again for coming back. It's a tad bit, tiny bit, half a bit cooler today. The heat index isn't in the triple digits like it was yesterday. So there's some topics that I have wanted to talk to y'all about yesterday that I'm coming to talk to y'all about today. As I always say, y'all probably have heard these topics discussed, but now I want to come and discuss them with y'all and get y'all's feedback. I value your feedback. I love when y'all comment. A lot of y'all give me a different perspective to look at things. I appreciate the honesty and how you feel about a subject, and whether we disagree, it's still always 99.999% respectful, which I appreciate. So let's get into it. We're going to talk a little bit regular pop culture, then a little bit of Bravo. Let's get into regular pop culture with Bhad Bhabie. Now, this is according to page 6. Bhad Bhabie posts and deletes video of herself allegedly being abused by ex-boyfriend Levon. It says warning graphic content ahead. I'm not going to show the pictures, but if you were to go to page 6 and type in Bhad Bhabie, or I could put the video link in the description box so you guys can see it. You'll be able to put a visual if you want to with the article. And it's a bit of it's a trigger warning because it talks about ABUSE pretty much. Bhad Bhabie posted and quickly deleted a video of herself allegedly being physically ABUSED by her ex-boyfriend Levon on Sunday. TMZ published the footage from the 21-year-old's Instagram stories, reporting that it showed a man who appeared to be Vaughn pulling Bhabie by her hair and slamming her to the ground in front of the yard. The security camera video was dated June 30th, 2024 at 4:34 a.m. in screenshots obtained by the Daily Mail, which also identified Vaughn as the alleged aggressor. A second angle purportedly showed him pushing the Gucci flip-flops wrapper onto the cement and walking away. This man, and then she posted, "This man think he gonna take my daughter from me," she reportedly wrote in a follow-up post, which was also deleted. "Say whatever you want, but trying to take my baby is crazy." Bhabie, who shares 4-month-old daughter Kylie with Vaughn, also shared 2 photos of herself with a black eye and bruised face, according to the outlets. The tattoo shown in the snaps matched the OnlyFans creator's unique butterfly ink on her neck, as well as her daughter Kylie's name in red cursive below it. Bhabie also confirmed in her wiped post that she and her ex had broken up prior to the alleged incident. "Me and LV ain't been together for real since May," she wrote on her Instagram story, per TMZ. Reps for Bhabie, born Danielle Bergoli, did not return page 6. Multiple requests for comment. Vaughn, whose real name is not public, could not be reached. There was another article that I've read. It might have been on Ice Cream Conversations or Ice Cream Convos, where she basically said she wants him to get help. They're not together, but basically she's going to stick beside him. Like, he knows he's got to come correct. He's got to get the help that he needs in order to get her back. So that lets me know she's willing to go back. What that help is, I don't know. Maybe an exorcism. I don't know. But If he gets the help he needs, then she will be more than willing. Let me see. I just want to see if I can uh, pull her exact quote up. I just came to ice cream convos. She says, yep, here it is. Could be a minute, y'all. She said, my point in okay, after sharing the video of LB beating her and photos of her graphic injuries, the rapper returned to Instagram to explain why she shared the footage. My point in sharing this wasn't to attack him. It was for him to see what he does is wrong and to take accountability and make a real change, in all caps. She stated, I love that man more than I love myself. And she won't take the easy way out by leaving. She noted that the beatings don't happen this extreme often. All right, so here's her full statement. I love that man more than I love myself, and it's honestly really sad, but unfortunately this is real life. I know the easy way out is to leave, and that's better said than done. This doesn't happen this extreme often, but LV definitely has a problem. He's going to get the help he needs. Right now, there's no room for mistakes, and he knows that. Whoever says they are there for me will be supportive of me, no matter what I choose to do. Y'all know I ain't give a MF hell, but there's no excuse for that at all whatsoever. My point in sharing this wasn't to attack him. It was for him to see what he does is wrong and to take accountability and make a real change, in all caps. So she put that on her story, but she also deleted that. So basically, if you notice, she said the beatings aren't that way. This doesn't happen this extreme often. She never said this never happened. Not that that would make it better, but this doesn't happen this extreme often. But LV definitely has a problem. He's got to get the help he needs. Right now, there's no room for mistakes. So that leads me to believe it's an ongoing thing. Abuse. And I just hope, when she started out, I love that man more than I love myself. And she says, and it's honestly really sad. That is sad, to love someone more than you love yourself. That's all you need. Her saying that right there, let me know where her head is at. All I can do is pray for the baby, that the baby doesn't end up, if he's violent by nature or he's violent, you just don't, you never know, right? So I pray that the baby's safe and that she is able to walk away. I've heard people say, you're telling people to just walk away like it's easy. And then when they try to walk away, something happens to them. I don't know if it's to that extent with them, but it's a tough situation to be in. She's young too. So even if she could walk away without him harming her, is she going to? Because she already says she loves that man more than she loves herself. So, child, my prayers for her, the baby, and because her staying, again, clearly this isn't the first time. And if she stays, it's probably not going to be the last. So there's that. Okay, moving on, y'all. Let's talk about Atlanta. Let's get into the people in Atlanta, specifically Mr. JR Jeremy Robinson, Tamar's ex-fiance, now I believe ex, again, I believe they have broken up. This is according to the Jasmine brand. Tamar Braxton's fiance, Jeremy JR Robinson, was arrested for a DUI in Georgia. What is going on with people? Order an Uber or a Lyft. Okay, let's get into it. Tamar Braxton's fiance's legal woes are being brought to light. Jeremy JR Robinson was arrested for a DUI in Cobb County, Georgia last month, new reports reveal. According to the Georgia Gazette, Jeremy JR Robinson, who happens to be a personal injury attorney, was arrested on June 27th for driving under the influence of alcohol. He was also taken into custody for violation of traffic control device and willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer. All three of the charges are misdemeanors. He was released later that day. Little details are known about what led to the arrest, and as of publication, JR Jeremy Robinson has not reacted to it being revealed. The attorney has been engaged to Tamar Braxton off and on since meeting on Peacock's dating reality competition series, Queen's Court. The two briefly split and ended their engagement before he proposed again in December. And then it seemed like they might be on the outs again. Order an Uber, order a Lyft. I'm curious to know what the obstruction when it says willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer. Because obstruction means to kind of get in the way and to block, right? So I'm wondering what that was about. And I think driving under the influence of alcohol, when it says he was taken into custody for violation of traffic control device, that his car, right? And willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer. So we'll see if any more details come out. Get an Uber or a Lyft, or don't drink and drive. Simple as that, JR. All right, moving on. Let's stay on in Atlanta, but now let's get into current peaches and some former peaches. So this is according to Reality Blurb report. Kenya Moore hair care line getting discontinued at Sally Beauty. This says amid revenge porn allegations, as alleged staff email is leaked, plus Brittany Edie likes the news. Now, I'll be very clear. I heard this a couple days ago from Michelle, ATLian, AKA straight from the A, before anybody was reporting on it. That's where people are getting their news. They haven't credited her. But once again, she was the first one to break this news. I saw it. It was 2, 3, maybe 3 or 4 days ago, actually. And I was going to talk about it, but then I was like, oh, she's already going through so much. But I also was like, if it was anyone else, I would provide my commentary. And look, just because we're talking about something doesn't mean that you're judging the other person. I can provide commentary and say, I think this is what this person is being alleged of. Do I think they did it? Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. And if they did do it, these are my thoughts around it. That doesn't mean judgment. And I think that people feel like because you provide commentary, you're automatically judging the person. Now, sometimes there are times when I can say that I am judging that action or whatever they did. And I could be wrong in that, right? Or I do have feelings around the situation that may not be right, but they're my feelings. It doesn't mean that I don't like the person. Y'all will know. A lot of times I'll tell you I'm not this person's biggest fan. I'm going to be honest with that. That doesn't mean I'm automatically going to believe what is about them, because some things I don't believe. But there are some things based on what they say, what they do, how they react, how the people around them react to things. I may say, yeah, I do believe they did it. And I've made it known before that I thought Kenya did show this picture of this person based on her wording of her denial, people that were at the event coming out and saying what they saw, Britt's reaction. She called it revenge P. No one else, she called it that, but she was there. So she was at the event. So what would she be calling revenge P if nothing was shown? But I never even said it was revenge P, because again, you got to go by what the law says, right? So just because I believe that she may have done that act doesn't even mean I think she should be fired. Doesn't mean, like, none of that. I just believe that she did show a picture. So with this Sally info, again, Michelle, AKA ATLian, AKA straight from the A, was the first person to actually talk about this. She was sent the email, allegedly from Sally's, about all of this. So let's get into it. Kenya Moore hair care is reportedly getting discontinued at Sally Beauty. Now, this article says, amid revenge porn allegations against the Real Housewives of Atlanta star by newbie Britt Edie, an alleged staff email was also leaked telling Sally Beauty employees how to respond when asked about the controversy. Meanwhile, Kenya denies the allegations. According to reports, Kenya left the show amid an investigation after she allegedly showed an image of a castmate performing a sexual act. The incident purportedly occurred at the grand opening of her hair spa, an event that was filmed for the show. A rumor is now circulating that Kenya plans to sue the network because Tom Sandoval, who was accused by ex-girlfriend Raquel Leviss of similar allegations, was allegedly not given the same treatment. Again, I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. Rachel/Raquel is suing Tom for recording her on that FaceTime, pleasuring herself, and not telling her and not getting her consent. I think she should, because he shouldn't have done that. That's disgusting. I also don't think it's the same thing as what is showing. If he had came on that screen and showed that video, then yeah, or we see him showing it and it was without her consent, and it wasn't, because it definitely wasn't already publicly out. then yeah, I definitely would. I don't think it's I think it's a false equivalency. I get what they're trying to do, but those are two different actions. So in this case right here, I don't think the two are the same. According to an alleged email leak, Kenya's line is getting discontinued at Sally Beauty locations. The subject of the alleged email is Kenya Moore Hair Care customer concerns. If your store receives customer concerns about recent publicity surrounding Kenya Moore, then associates should respond with the following statement, said the alleged email. And they give the name of the Instagram, but that showed it. But again, it was Michelle ATLN is the one that got it. Kenya Moore Hair Care is being discontinued at all Sally locations in stores and online. This means Kenya Moore products are no longer being restocked. We expect these products will be unavailable by the end of 2024. This was part of a larger business decision made earlier this year. So there's a lot of people I've seen comments saying, why y'all lying? Why y'all saying this? I went on the website and I could still get them. Yes, you will be able to still get them because it says these products will be unavailable by the end of 2024. And they said this was a part of if this is true, this was a part of a larger business decision made earlier this year, which had nothing to do with what's going on now. So yes, you can go online and look and get them. And when you go online, it does say get while supplies last. When you pull up the hair stuff, it says that in orange. I'm on Sally's, but yes, you'll be able to get them because they're not being restocked. Allegedly. They said if pressed, the associate can respond with the following. 1, on Kenya's alleged allegation. Sally Beauty does not condone the actions for which Kenya Moore is reportedly accused. The alleged email continued. 2, on the discontinuation of products due to the allegations, Kenya Moore Hair Care was scheduled to be discontinued in stores and online prior to the recent publicity surrounding Kenya Moore. According to a Reddit thread, the Sally Beauty website put the following banner above Kenya's products: get it while it lasts. And that is true. So I think there are people that are, listen, they don't want to believe Kenya did it. And nobody wants to feel like she would do this. And then there are some people that are like, I don't care if she did it or not, right? Then there's some that are indifferent. I do think, though, one thing I'm learning in these spaces to take into my own life, and even like watching, say, for instance, Love Island, y'all know I love that show now. Somebody will say something and then somebody interprets it the way they heard it, not the way the person said it, right? Or based on how they feel about that person. If they love that person and they feel like you're saying something negative or that they don't agree with, they'll immediately take what you say and try to kind of like twist it as if you're lying. So for instance, I've seen a lot of people commenting, this is a lie. The products are on the website. Why y'all lying? Which lets me know that people aren't listening to what's being said. They said they were what? The discontinuation of products was scheduled to discontinue in stores and online prior to the recent publicity surrounding Kenya. But we expect these, they said this means Kenya Moore products are no longer being restocked. We expect these products will be unavailable by the end of 2024. It's not the end of 2024, it's the middle. So yes, if you go on the website, again, like I just said, you'll be able to get them. So no one is saying, oh, they're not selling Kenya's products anymore, like as of currently, because that's what I'm seeing people say too. Like, y'all are lying. Why are y'all talking about this? They didn't stop selling Kenya's products. No one said they stopped right now. So it's just interesting. And I'm guilty. We're all guilty of it, right? Someone you like, whomever, your fave on the show, and you do want to come to their defense. And sometimes it is valid. Sometimes it is. It's like, well, wait a minute. That's not how that happened. But with this, we're just talking about what's come out, what Sally's allegedly said. I don't wish no ill on her. As a matter of fact, I hope that even if they take them out of Sally's, that they continue in all the other locations that she's in. I think CVS and some other locations. As a matter of fact, I saw someone comment, well, they're selling them in CVS, so that's a lie. No, it's not a lie. I mean, if they are discontinuing them at Sally's, that has nothing to do with CVS. We're not even talking about CVS. We're talking about Sally's. But again, if this email is legit, they're saying it had nothing to do with what went on the show. This is a decision that was made before. So now there are some people that want to tie them in together, like, oh, because of what Kenya did, this is what's happening. That's not true either. If this email is to be believed, one had nothing to do with the other. So I'll say all that to say I do wish Kenya the best. Again, I'll keep saying it. She is Atlanta legacy and royalty, and I do hope that her hair care line thrives wherever it ends up, whether it ends up staying in Sally's or in CVS or wherever. So there's that. Also, speaking of Kenya, though, I want to get into now. People are saying she wasn't fired, she wasn't suspended, and this is wild to me because we've had then why isn't she on the show anymore? Whether fired, suspended, or even she walked away, why wouldn't she be on the show? I'm trying to find. I thought I had it pulled up. Trying to find the neighborhood talk. It's like I got to type it in. I don't know why I've got to type it in every single time, but they had a post about her. It is so weird because sometimes it'll come up for me. Hold on, y'all. And sometimes I feel like it's lost. I'm like, what is going on? Child Gypsy Rose Blanchard is pregnant. I just saw that. Okay. There it is, the neighborhood talk. Okay, here we go, y'all. I'm like, why did it take all that? So the neighborhood talk had a post and it said, not so fast. Sources close to Bravo claim Kenya hasn't been fired and network hasn't officially accused her of revenge P. Now, I didn't see the network accuse her of revenge P. And I honestly don't think that people were saying the network said that she did revenge P. What the network allegedly said was she broke their code of conduct. And again, that doesn't necessarily mean it had to be classified as revenge P. You know what I'm saying? If they want to find a way to get rid of you and whatever, they can go look at their code of conduct and see if whatever you did falls underneath any of those parameters and say, oh, you broke our code of conduct. So I don't recall anyone saying that Bravo said that she was dismissed because of that. Again, Britt came out with that when she did her post after the event. Thank you for everybody reaching out to me about the disgusting events that took place tonight. And then she posted the Georgia state law of what revenge P is. And I feel like that's how that got started. So it's just a lot. What we do know is, again, at the end of the day, no matter walked away, contract not renewed, contract brought out, severance, any of that, we just know that as of right now, she will not be on season 16. Speaking of that, let's get into who they're saying may be a part of season 16. This is according to the Jasmine brand. Phaedra Parks reportedly negotiating RHOA season 16 contract, plus Cynthia Bailey filming more scenes. We don't know what that means. Do you think that means that they may be trying to see if they can bump Cynthia up? Because maybe then she'll talk about her most recent divorce and whatever else she's got going on. Fans of Phaedra Parks may soon see much more of her on their screens. According to Love B. Scott, Bravo is negotiating Phaedra Parks' return to The Real Housewives of Atlanta following Kenya Moore's unexpected exit. Parks, 50, originally joined RHOA in season 3 and left after season 9 in 2017 following a dramatic departure. Phaedra's exit from RHOA was a result of her circulating damaging rumors about Kandi Burruss and her husband Todd Tucker involving fellow cast member Porsha Williams. Reports suggest that Bravo is eager to finalize Phaedra's contract soon. However, the biggest hurdle is her current contract with Married to Medicine, where she appeared in the latest season. In addition to the news about Phaedra's potential return, Cynthia Bailey, who was already confirmed to return as a friend of the show, has reportedly been filming more scenes than initially planned for season 16 amid Kenya Moore's exit. Despite Cynthia Bailey making more appearances, it remains unclear whether she will be promoted to a full-time housewife. These developments come after Kenya Moore's recent exit from the show, following allegations that she displayed explicit images of newcomer Brittany Eady. So we shall see, we shall see, we shall see. Do y'all want to see Phaedra come back? Shady Faye, Fraudra. This ain't Phaedra. Do y'all want to see her come back? Do y'all like her on Married to Medicine? I've seen a lot of people say she doesn't give anything on Married to Medicine, and they don't think that she'll give anything on Housewives because she doesn't really share a lot of herself. So I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think if you want to see her back. And then the never-ending story. Porsha. Oh, y'all. Let's talk about Porsha, Simon, and some other people. This is according to Radar Online. RHOA star Porsha Williams' ex asks if she ever loved him. Explain nature of relationship with rapper Future as divorce war heats up. Simon Guobadia ordered Porsha Williams to disclose the nature of her relationships with several men, including rapper Future, as the former couple continues to battle in court over the validity of their prenuptial agreement. Future. What's his name? Nevadius. RadarOnline.com obtained new legal documents filed by Simon 60, requesting a laundry list of information from Porsha involving her financial situation, as well as the intimate details of their marriage. In his filing on Friday, the Nigerian entrepreneur asked the Real Housewives of Atlanta star to either admit or deny that she married him for his money and that she cheated during the marriage. He also requested that she admit the prenup, which was allegedly unfair, and that Porsha fraudulently induced Simon into signing the document. Admit that you have been sexually intimate with another person besides your husband during the marriage, one allegation stated, while another read, admit that you never loved your husband. He also demanded that she disclose the nature of her relationships with 5 men, and I may pronounce these wrong, but Kelvin Owusu Anza, Dennis McKinney, Jonathan Duputon, Ming Lee, and Nevadius Demon Cash. Isn't Ming Lee the woman? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Ming Lee is a woman, I thought, that's filming with them. Anyway, this says he also demanded that she disclose the nature of her relationships with 5 men, names all of them, Ming Lee, and then again, Nevadius Demon Cash, known as Future. An insider told In Touch she does not know Future. In March, as RadarOnline.com reported, Simon told Porsha not to delete evidence, including text messages she had apparently exchanged with the gentleman, Kelvin. Simon's latest filing also asked Porsha to answer the question, what was your understanding of the reasons why your husband paid you a 5-figure monthly allowance during the marriage? Ones, tens, hundred thousands, 10,000. Oh, okay. He wants her to answer the question, what was your understanding of the reasons why your husband paid you a 5-figure monthly allowance during the marriage? How many, was they married for 14 months? Let's just say it was 5 figures. Let's just start at the minimum, 10,000. Then that would have been 50,000 during their whole time, right? Wait, no, if it was 10 times 15, it'd be 150,000. Wow. The Bravo star has 30 days to answer Simon's list of 26 questions and either admit to or deny his 41 allegations, y'all. She will also need to hand over financial statements dating back to January 2022, as well as documents related to her employment during that time, and evidence like video and audio of their marital home dating back to February of this year. He is dragging her. They got married November 2022, and it was February of 2024 that Porsha filed for divorce. Every time I say 2020 anything, I think of Phaedra. That was 2012. I think wasn't the year 2012, she said. But anyway, Simon is going to have this woman tied up in court, and that just is like bleeding money. We've said it before. We've discussed it. We can call Simon whatever, but we know he was a businessman, and we know Simon seems to know what he's doing when it comes to all of this. Porsha, child, you better make sure that wig glue is intact because he's trying to snatch it clean off. All right, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this latest round. Porsha, Simon claimed Porsha no future, honey. 3 other men, and then Ming Lee, unless there's another Ming Lee that is a male. But so he said, I want you to disclose the nature of these relationships. Did you love me? What do you think it meant that I was giving you 5 figures a month during the marriage? Answer those questions, Porsha. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the neighborhood talk and what they're now reporting about Kenya, the alleged email about Sally's discontinuing the product, selling the product by the end of the year. And again, if you go on the website, you can still buy the product. There's just a banner that says, get it while it lasts. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Tamar's fiance, non-fiance, is fiance, non-fiance, maybe fiance arrested for driving while under the influence, and Bhad Bhabie. Y'all, we just need to send her prayers and some other stuff and some good look, because there is a baby involved and her life. All right, y'all, I will talk to y'all later. I love y'all so much. See ya.